guys, welcome back to my YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing something completely different. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me chit chat video, obviously by the title. I want to kind of let you guys know what's going on in my life, what I'm doing day to day, what my schedule is like, wedding updates, and also what my go-to products are day to day. I have a bunch of other products as well, but these products that I show in this video are completely what I use every single day when I am getting ready. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I usually start doing my makeup with a clip. I don't usually like to, when I do my hair first, I don't like to obviously put a rubber band in, so we're gonna just pull this back. So I also have like a little mirror here. I'm going to warn you guys, I usually don't have this much redness on my face. Recently, over the last 6 to 10 months, I've been getting these like red, almost like a red rash over my eyes and underneath. So I have a steroid cream that I have to use, but it just flared up again recently, and I still wanted to do this video because I want you guys to see that my skin is not always perfect. So we're gonna figure it out. Let's start. So I usually start with my lip mask. This is my favorite. Sam, my best friend, actually told me about this, and it is literally the best. So get that all moisturized. Okay, next I need to let you guys know that I am not a professional makeup person. I have learned from friends, I've learned from YouTube videos, so in no way is this a tutorial. I just want to do like a little chit chat video with you guys and show you guys what my everyday products are that I like to use. So I go in first with the L'Oreal True Match No, this is a True Match Lumi. This is my go-to. I usually have, well, see, this one is more used. But I use the N3. I'm a little bit paler right now. I think I might be out of this, so I'm going to just step it up and go to N4. No, this is W4. I'm going to step it up and go W4. Oh, wait, I forgot. You have to use your primer. So my primer that I use, I usually don't put it there. What am I doing? Hold on. We're going to just do this. Okay, so let's start by chatting a little bit about what quarantine has been like for me. For those of you that know me, I, run a wheelchair dance team based in Los Angeles called the Rolettes. For those of you that don't know me, I was in a car accident when I was 17 years old. I was a competitive dancer before my accident. Dancing was the one thing that I really, really loved and knew that that's what I wanted to do in my life. And so I became paralyzed. I was a passenger in a drunk driving accident when I was 17 years old. I'm going in with the True Match Lumi in W4. So I became paralyzed. 2 years later, I started a wheelchair dance team up in Monterey, where I'm from. And I started dancing with girls in chairs and loved it. Fast forward, moved to Los Angeles in 2014. And I actually run, I think I would like to say, the world's largest all-women's wheelchair dance team. So I do that. So anyways, I work from home when quarantine is not going on. And so to be honest, nothing within my day-to-day work schedule really changed, except for the fact that I don't see my girls as much as I used to. So I usually, when quarantine is not going on, I usually have meetings and interviews and stuff in person that I have to obviously drive and go see. But now I'm obviously doing everything virtually. So I set up my computer, either in here in my vanity room or in our office. We have an office in the back house. But what I have learned in the very beginning of quarantine, which was crazy because my life was so hectic and so busy. This is really bothering me. So busy that I never really had time to, I hate to even say this, even go to the grocery store. Either Jay would have to go or I would do a Postmates. I'm going in with Tarte Shape Tape in the shade light medium 29N. This is my go-to, you guys. I love this. This is my favorite. But anyways, So I really wanted to change my routine to be more, I could do normal daily things. So then quarantine hit. We're going to just cover all of this. This is where we cover all the redness. Hurts. My schedule during quarantine has been literally getting ready. I feel like the more that I can stick to a schedule during quarantine, the more my mental health is, better. The days or the weeks that I go where I don't get ready, I feel like kind of like a slob. There's nothing wrong with that, but like for my personality, I feel like if I don't get ready, I don't feel like I'm being proactive and I'm not being productive. So it just really helps me feel like I have some sort of schedule, I feel like with quarantine these days, especially since we're 4 months into this now, keeping a schedule is so important for your mental health and always having something to look forward to. So a lot of people obviously are not doing a lot and going to their 9-to-5 jobs, but I feel like my suggestion with that would be to create your own schedule, And for me, I'm doing new things, but being able to put them into my schedule has been the thing I think that's saving my mental health. I really hope I'm making sense because this is harder than I thought, doing my makeup and talking. Hope I'm making sense. But when quarantine is, am I making sense? Yeah? Okay. Great. We're going to move on. So anyways, my day-to-day life now in quarantine, and how I'm keeping the house going. What works for me may not work for you guys, or maybe it will, but what am I doing next? We're doing bronzer. This is actually really dark for me. This is not the one that I use by itself, but I'm doing the Becca Cosmetics. This is my favorite when I'm tan. This is Carpi Coast. Carpi? You have to do it with a little accent. Carpi? This is actually really dark for me, but it's cool. I want to be a little bit tanner for summer. So usually during quarantine, like right now, my work schedule has been, I feel like, a little bit more an actual schedule. So I want to pay attention more to, our house. We're redoing our house, which I'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to, help do laundry and do dishes and keep the house clean and do simple things like that. But usually I film in the morning, or some days I film in the morning, but usually I work about 9 to 5-ish. And then, I have my days where I film my vlogs because I do weekly vlogs, and I have my days where I film my YouTube videos, and then I have my days where I do my Zoom classes now because I'm doing Zoom dance classes. So all of the days are kind of set, but to keep the house going and the groceries going and laundry and the bed made and the sheets done and everything, what helps me is I actually do them throughout the day. So if I've been working for 3 hours on the computer, I obviously need a break and I need to get my blood pumping and roll around. What helps me is I take a 30-minute break and I change over the stuff in the washer, I make the bed, I make some food, and then I go back to work. So that's what's been helping me, and I kind of talk about that a little bit in my vlogs as well. Let me just check in with my face, see if I actually look like crazy. Not bad. That is my suggestion. If you guys work from home and you never did, I'm sure by now you guys have your own schedule, but that's what I've been doing as a wheelchair user. Things happen throughout the day that you can't really plan for, and so my schedule is kind of like this a lot, and I try to keep it consistent, if that makes any sense. And I do want to do a video on what a day is like for me here in at my house during quarantine, to kind of show you guys a work home life balance. So the next thing, hold on. I actually don't drink coffee anymore. I drink black tea with French vanilla creamer, and it is my favorite thing in the world. So the next thing that I want to talk about with you guys, I'm going to do highlight and then blush and then my brows. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but I have a video on my YouTube of my proposal. So I'm engaged, if you guys don't know that. And it was so amazing. You guys have to go check out the video. And I was completely surprised. My fiance and I met during when we were working. I'm gonna go in with the Becca Cosmetics Opal Highlight. But Jay and I met when we were working. I was a spokesmodel for a company in the disability community, and he worked for a company that builds wheelchairs for people with disabilities. He does not have a disability. Well, I mean, I don't know. He's got asthma. Is that a disability? That's not Bless you! So Jay actually is not a wheelchair user. He is an able body. So he builds wheelchairs for a living. And he came up to my booth. I have a whole video. Actually, it's like 3 years old. I have a whole video on how we met and like a little Q&A with Jay and I. And it's really cute. We should probably do... Oh, wait. We have an updated one. So you should go check that out. We have one from 3 years ago when we like first moved in together, along with one that we did about just a few months ago. So you guys can check that out and kind of get to know him. So he asked me to marry him February 19th of 2020. And then a few weeks later, boom, lockdown, quarantine happened. And I do have to say, if you want to know if someone is worth marrying, you got to live with them. Because, whew, does crap change, especially during quarantine. Quarantine and living with someone, I mean, for me at least, if you can get through quarantine, y'all can get through anything. Because I think that has been the biggest test, I think, for us, is being together during quarantine. And, you know, what we both have learned is, like, communication is everything. Like, literally everything. And when you take away the work life and really are home and things settle down, you're not go, 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 it just kind of changes. And that's what happened with Jay and I. I just did the Benefit Dandelion blush. It's a little bit lighter. Kind of like that one a lot. So, yeah. We got engaged, and now quarantine happened, and now we're trying to plan a wedding during quarantine. Does anyone else out there trying to plan a wedding during quarantine? Because it feels like it's impossible. Jay and I are trying to plan a wedding. We want to get married in 2021, and feel like the universe is saying, nah, it's not time, nah. But we're fighting through it. We're fighting through it. It's going to happen. So what we are doing is we are going very slow when we're trying to think about the wedding, because I know this for a fact, though. We are not going to have a big wedding. You guys know how expensive weddings are? I never knew. Weddings are freaking expensive. And Jay and I'll put this out there, had 285 people on our list. Who the hell do we think we are? So then I got a quote. I got a quote from a hotel, and I about passed out. Had a heart attack. So we have less than half coming on our list. We don't even know if all of these people are going to come. We don't have 285 people. We are doing a small wedding. To me, the number we have is small. It's small. We are not having a big wedding. So, anyways, we had to go through that because we were getting quotes on quotes on quotes. But what sucks, you guys, is I feel like we have to window shop. And that is obviously the last thing that Jay and I want to do on the day that we are going to marry each other. And, you know, for me, everyone always talks. I can't do this and I talk. Hold on. I'm going to get back to you guys in a second. Okay. I'm back. That was really hard to do. Yeah, Jay and I feel like this is so off. Wow, I look cray-cray. But anyways, I feel like I don't want to window shop for the day that I'm gonna only do once in my life. I better only do once in my life. I keep telling Jay that. I keep telling him, I'm only doing this once. I'm not marrying anyone else ever again. But, so I just went in with the Benefit, what is this? The brow pencil. I just got this and I actually really love it. My other go-to is the Anastasia in the shade, I think taupe, I think it's called. So yeah, so next what I usually do, I'm not going to do eyeshadow. What I usually do is I just, well, if I can find it, what I usually do is I just put on whatever is left on my brush. Because when I put concealer on my lids, it kind of creases, but it's fine. Again, not a professional, just doing a little chit chat. So Jay and I we have 3 options of where we want to have our wedding. We still haven't gone to the actual venues, obviously, because quarantine and LA just shut down again. So we are trying to get everything else planned ahead of time. So when we do, have a location and we can go and look, we'll be ready. I do know the style of dress I want, but I don't know what designer and I don't know how much it is, so that could change everything, to be very, very honest with you guys. We know what color scheme. We know what color vibe we want to go with. I'm going to go change that whole word. But yeah, that's like really all that has been on my mind lately. I definitely miss all of the Rolettes, all of the girls so much. We have a Rolettes experience, which is our summer camp, which has been the big camp that we do every year. I will link the Rolettes channel in the description so you guys can check out what the Rolettes experience is all about. Let's see, next I usually do my lashes. And these ones are my Ardells. They are very, very light, which I like for like a day-to-day type of vibe, especially because I can't go into like Sephora or Ulta. So this is what we get. Usually I have the iconic lights from House of Lashes. That is my go-to pair, but I used them for like 4 months. So now we're doing these. So I want to chat with you guys a little bit about what we do, what I work on day to day. So Rolettes is a wheelchair dance team that I started back in 2012. We were called the Rolettes in 2016 or 2017 is when we were officially the Rolettes. And every summer we have a dance camp for women with disabilities, mostly people with physical disabilities. And that is something that we work on literally Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, we say the word Rolettes experience because it is, which is so crazy to say, and I think I can say this very easily, is the Rolettes experience is the largest women's empowerment weekend for women with disabilities, women and children with disabilities. Last year we started it with 7 girls in 2012. And then it went to 8 and then 11 and then 13 and then 15 and then 18 and then 32 and then 115 people from 12 countries in 2018. And then in 2019, we had 175 women and children from 12 countries. It's incredible and it's crazy, and to think that so many people needed this. And I just didn't know. And I'm very, very thankful for our 2 sponsors, Cure and Liberator, who really helped make this happen for all of these women and children. And they come in from all over the world. And yeah, so that's what we work on day to day. We are going virtual as well. In August, we have a Rolettes Summer Intensive with 4 classes, a Boundless Talent Showcase that is completely virtual for women, men, children, group numbers for the Boundless Talent Showcase. And then we also have a closed girls' night virtual hangout, which has been so incredible during quarantine. We do it once a month. So yeah, that's what we work on day to day. I'm probably missing some other things as well, but I'm going to put this lash on really quick because I can't do this at the same time. Also, I'm not the best at this, but I do my best. Okay, so that one is on. I think I put a little bit too much this way, but it's cool. It's fine. Like I said, not professional. So the other thing that we started before quarantine, I probably look cray-cray with one lash on, but the one thing that we started before quarantine that is completely virtual is our Boundless Babe Society, which you guys, if you watch my vlogs, you have heard me talk about it and what it is, but I'll just kind of briefly explain it. It's a mentorship program that I started in January, and it's really just a time and a place where we get 1 subject a month. They get 2 videos and 1 Zoom hangout where we talk about the subject. How are we implementing that subject into our life? What's the pros and cons of the subject? What's the pros and cons of this month? What do we want to work on? What are our goals? Just a great space where girls can get together and be open and talk to each other and give advice. I'm not going to have all of the answers for everyone, but I think the people that are in the group will really be able to give advice where it's needed. So we have our stage 1 girls and our stage 2 girls. So we have about almost 70 girls in the stages together, which has been so incredible. And we get a check-in call with me personally on month 3 and month 6, which has been so fun. And I have gotten to know some incredible girls, and their testimony on how it's helped them is really, really beautiful. So I'm very thankful for that, and that has definitely kept me busy on top of everything else, day to day. So now we're gonna go into this one. Okay, ready? We're doing this. Oh my god, my left hand sucks. I'm right-handed, you guys. So this is like, hold on. This is really hard. Here we go. Not my favorite lashes. Don't judge. I'm used to my House of Lashes, the iconic lights, but it's fine. This is what we're going with, because during quarantine we don't get everything we want, right? So we get what we get, and this is what I had. Okay, now that is on, I just got, which I really like, I got this at Sephora when you could actually, well, at least on Ulta you can do a pickup, which has been great. So I did that at Ulta though, and I got this Benefit Bad Gal Bang, which I actually really like it. It's just it's lighter than what I'm used to, but I like it for the underneath, and I make the weirdest face, so I'm gonna block the camera because I make the weirdest faces. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there do. We're gonna block it real quick. Hold on. Yep, I definitely make the weirdest face. This is today's look, you guys. Today's look, and I already straightened my hair. So you just need to add a little lip, which I think I might have a lip. I have a little pocket back here, you guys. I was right. I have a pocket behind my chair. It is the best, and I get a question on what backrest I have, and I have an air breathable adjustable backrest, which is my favorite. But I just got this from Mac Daddy's line, Artist Couture, which Mac Daddy is so sweet. I've met him in person a few times, and he's so sweet, and so I had to buy this color, and it actually is my new favorite color. So it's the Shameless from Artist Couture. Artist Couture. Okay, so we're gonna just do a little lip, and this brush is so soft. There we go. Here we go. All right. So that is today's look. I'm gonna go film a few more videos today, do some TikToks. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready chit chat video update on my life. If you guys like these videos, let me know. I gotta think about what else I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will link some of these products below in the description if you guys want to check them out. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.